Hello and welcome. Welcome all of the people who going back to my channel, so it's all my audience. This is my monthly forecast for October 2024 for water trine signs, which will be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. For cross-watcher, everyone who actually see me for very first time, my name, esoteric name is Guardian Reiyel. Who am I? I am a psychic medium, tarot and oracle reader, as well a Celtic runic runes reader. I also read from the cards, Lenormand cards, classic cards, and I'm also numerologist, astrologer, and quantum healing therapist and past regressionist. That's kind of function and that's kind of services I am offering. I am a psychic medium, so a lot of my readings, they are kind of channelings from the spirits and from the soul of your family members who passed away. Very often I'm hearing things and I'm seeing things during the readings. And if it's about anymore, I'm as well doing very good personal life numerological plan from your date of birth. And I am analyzing this for you and preparing this for you. And as well, very good karmic, psychometric and shadow portraits, tarot portraits of your personality. Where I can clearly describe what are your gifts, talents, mission of your soul for this lifetime, the most important things, and I would say direction of your life, and what kind of shadow sides you have, and what kind of blockages are existing in your subconscious mind from your previous incarnation, which you need to deal with and resolve it, either in this lifetime or at least at some point of your incarnations. So that's very, very important. If you would like to have a private reading with me, please don't hesitate to contact with me. You can find out more on my website, which is www.guardianreiyel.com. You can always contact with me via email, which is guardianreiyel@gmail.com, and as well through WhatsApp application, sending me a text message. I am not responding for your calls as long as they are not actually booked. So on the WhatsApp, my telephone number is +44 744 All information you will find below this video and on this chart, which actually moving across the screen during that reading for you. Okay, thank you for all of the likes, shares, comments, for your beautiful souls present, and I hope that this reading will help you to make a judgment on your life and right decision for yourself. So let's start. I just want to remind you that this is a premiere. After premiere, you will be able to use the timings, which they will be pinned under this video, so you can actually scroll to your zodiac sign which you are interested with. Okay, so let's start from the Cancers. My dear Cancers, what October 2024 have in store for you? Let's have a look. So, my dear Cancer, you've got a very nice card, I must say. I will be referring them to you in a moment. The first cards, which are very, very interesting in here, is the Victory card. That's a leading card for your reading. So, for many of you, victory, success, and achieving some goals, for each one of you might be a different goals, will be very, very important. You might finally go through the breakthrough moments. You might finally stop procrastinating and finally understand where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do in your life. And that might be a victory as well. But the cards which I'm seeing in here is the cards of the gratitudes and isolation. So many of you, maybe through your life, because I think this reading actually touching not only this part of the month in this month in this year. I think it's a long story attached to it, but many of you might always dream about something, might always wish about something, but never actually dare to explore that or to choose this path, or for many reasons. For some of you, it might be some blockages of the from the ancestors, from the family, from surrounding environment, whatever it is. But this is a time, and especially in October, of big realization that that's the kind of thing you're supposed to do for yourself. And this is kind of decision, breakthrough moment happening in October. Okay, for some of you, you might actually win something or be victorious in some endeavor. For those of you, the cards reminding you about your gratitude. The chakras which you need to actually work on this month, and they will be very active, that's the throat chakra and third eye chakra. So please burn a lot of blue and dark blue candles, and as well indigo color candles. They might help you to understand all of the process. You might actually get to the, some of you, it might just only get to the realization that all of this hardship and all of those things which you went through, they were actually leading you to this moment, to these realizations, or to this final point of conclusion, to finally do what you are keen for in here, in your life. Astrological cards, which had been chosen for you, it's the Saturn card in Scorpio sign, and Mars in Aries, and the Sun in Gemini's. So the first card saying about the inheritance. So it might be that you actually possessed some kind of unique talents in regards of your family roots, but as well, some of you then you might have some old type of programming and subconscious blockages and programs, which they were stopping you to achieve what you always wish for to do it. So there is for some of you, there is a realization and kind of impulsive reaction to understand that you don't have to be no more versatile to certain circumstances, people, or whatever it is. It's good to be yourself. It's good to go into your own path of destiny. That's very, very, very important in here. That's what I'm seeing here. So many of you will be breaking some kind of generational blockages and things like that. Finally breaking, like in the Tower card, all of the surrounding circumstances to get where you want to and where you wish to be and your soul wants to be. So yes, definitely October is a good time to dare to do something which you never actually dared to do that in your life. That's very, very important. What actually can't say about that. If it's about the blockages, I will be honest, there are some blockages for some cancers, and you might still dealing with them. The first one is the surrounding environment of the people who are kind of your vampire's success. It means that there are some people who are taking away your time, your ideas, or draining your energy. Stand your ground. Face your success, vampires, head on, and don't let them take from you no more. Whatever it will be, it be sticking up for yourself or setting better boundaries, let them know that you are taking back your power. So for many of you will be like a victory in some kind of taking your power back from the circumstances, people who actually drain you from any kind of opportunities and good fortune. As well, you might have blockages, or might have until this point in October, that you didn't value your time, or some people didn't value your time. Not using your time, wisely spending time on things that don't count. Evaluate your time. Stay in charge of your time and evaluate the hours in your days and see if there's a lot of wasted time that you could manage better. Prioritize your goals and decide which are important to you. And the last time, there might be some blockages in regards of your personal love life too, my dear Cancer, for quite some time. Your love life is somehow causing you to get sidetracked and off balance. You can have it all. Seek a better balance between your work life and your love life. Take time to make yourself a priority and realize that you don't have to sacrifice your success to have love or love to have success, I would add. So that's a very important messages for you, my dear Cancers. And for one of you who are struggle and being single for quite some times, they have very, very good news. Someone new is coming. So it might be a new partner, new love, but it might be as well that might be some new contract or some new people who might help you with a lot of things. An important new relationship is on the horizon. This might be friendship, partnerships, or a union in a job. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. And the second message from Archangel Michael is that regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. So, in that changes, you need kind of stabilization of yourself, especially remain focused on what is important to you and make this final decision, okay? So let's have a look what is in store on the base of the Celtic Cross in October for you. Okay, let's have a look. Cancers and prediction monthly forecast for October 2024. Okay. Cancers and prediction for 2024. Okay. Okay, let's have it. So definitely, I think good news coming, definitely. So, additional information, that would be bottom card. That additional information for solar Cancers, lunar, and ascendant Cancers. So on the base of the situation, we've got the Six of Swords card, and it's translated by the Lovers. So it might be that for quite some times you couldn't make the right decision for yourself, either to leave somebody or to move on or to change your circumstances, to travel or to move to different and relocate to another town or city or change a job or whatever it is. Why I'm saying that? Because this decision you couldn't make in that time, and I think it feels like that you were procrastinating for some reason. In the center of the spread, you've got the nine of the chalices. Nine of the chalices is translated by the three of cups. So it means that the state of your unhappiness, not being happy, procrastinating, not doing actually, and missing this 10 of cups, one cup missing, actually makes you keep very sour, not happy, and not in the mood where you want to go. And this is this kind of mood you have for quite some time, I must say. And the base of this situation is Page of the Swords. Page of the Swords, it might suggest that because of the resentment from the past, disappointment, and betrayals, or not trusting to people, surrounding environments, you might actually decided to stay where safe rather than actually go for what you actually need. It might be as well that some behind your unhappiness is a lot of rumors, gossips around you, and it might be as well that you were a person who who have probably previously very bad experience in regards of the being with somebody who might maybe betray you or cheated on you and things like that. So this situation, it makes you unhappy, very unhappy. For some of you, it might be a situation as well, for some counselors, that you actually been like in a partnership where it was a third party involved. So a lot of situation in here, I must say, they are presented in here. For some of you, if in regards of the in the kind of financial material matter, it means that you probably are in a place where you are and you're not happy in there. The surrounding and people actually who are surrounding you in a job, or rather in a place where you live in, or whatever it is, they are not making you happy. I would say even more that they probably betray you or are gossiping about you and make you not comfortable. So to the past, the situation which is going to the past, it's the Knight of Chalice upside down. Knight of Chalice upside down, what is it? Yeah, so for a lot of you, I see that there were some situation of the third parties, betrayal, being used for certain reason. For some of you, it might be realization that you actually had been all the time constantly leading wrong in partnerships where actually the only one thing which somebody were keen on, it was just physicality. For some of you, it might be disappointment in regards of the trust of somebody who used you for money or whatever it is as well. So there is a lot of factors where you are not happy. There is a lot of sign in this spread. So I guess I'm speaking with counselors who are in that point in their life. It might be as well that your life is like that because you never actually was able to go by your own way, like choosing the right job for yourself. You always kind of stick to what you have to do or what you think that you have to do. Okay? So this might be happen because of poor relationship with your father, like seeking to be with somebody no matter what, or from kind of a situation where somebody told you that you are not good enough or smart enough to get better position or better job or whatever it is. That's what I'm seeing in here. Or that you will never achieve some kind of vision or dreams. So this month actually giving you a very good and promising card, because that's the ace of coins, but it's translated by the 5 of Wands. This might happen. This might actually get to your realization that actually you are worth it enough to get what you want. However, many of those things which they are pressure for you, they are things which you need to kind of work on it, fight for it, and learn how to be competitive. Okay? That kind of lesson I'm seeing in here. And for some of you, it might be that you are in a situation that you actually go through a lot, you went through a lot, and then now you are becoming a survivor and a person who actually achieved that, making that. And this is a reason for celebration. For some of you, you might be already in a place that you're celebrating those achievements. That might be this Ace of Pentacles. So this month, it looks like very good. For some people who are single, I would advise you to, if somebody invites you from your friends or people who are like you, to go for a party or go for some celebration, don't say no. That would be very good things for you to do it. Yes, you might be a little bit busy this month, but this is not something which you won't be able to cope with. You just need to make a smart decision and be clever how to deal with the time. The point is that some of you, it might actually meet new people. You might be actually in the center of attention. Somebody might actually be looking at you and be interested in you in regards of the counselors who are singles. But I think that because you might have some previous problems with the trust, you might not fully accept that person. That person is actually shown in the card of the Sun upside down and Page of Swords. And I see that maybe it's the way how this person will communicate with you. Maybe you don't like people who are quite bossy. Especially I'm talking about the ladies, especially in here, because the more chance to find the right person is for ladies rather than men's. For men's, I would say you might be interested in somebody on that party, but the way how you actually speak or try to be interested in that person is very, very important, because if you will be too bossy, too cocky, and things like that, you will probably lose it, okay? For some of you who are looking for a new job opportunities and new work environment, there is a chance that you might find the right job for yourself, and especially through some kind of circumstances of your friends who will tell you about that or who will pass information to you. The only thing what you will have to do, you will have to kind of go from your old place in a kind of English way. It means that not inform anybody from your old job or old circumstances where you want to go and what you want to do. And that's actually the best way of leaving somebody behind. Either the old friends, or either ex-partner, or either the old job. And I think that there is a much chance to actually go and make better life from that. Okay, what is the actually obstacles in this month? The obstacles might be a little bit emotional obstacles. Why? Because I will look for some opportunities, and will be a lot of opportunities in front of you, but you might be a little bit confused, okay, by the people's opinions, agendas, and things like that. I would advise you actually to carefully consider your option, because the Page of the Pentacles upside down, it's given a risk of not achieving a lessons, not actually learning a lessons from your previous situation, either love-wise or either job-wise. In this situation, the cards might be actually upright if you will think in this way. I've got a lot of options in front of me. It's just a matter of me, what I feel that will be the best suit for myself, what will make me the most happy person, and then going into that direction. For some of you, it might be a studying, it might be learning involved, it might be a lot of things. For some of you, it might be just changing a job. However, that decision will have to be made. And I think This decision you will have to make in yourself only, not informing the other people about that. Because I think if you will be very clever and keeping things to yourself and not actually informing anybody else, you might actually benefit from that much more in this month rather than saying about your plans. What you are afraid of for this month is the Eight of the Chalices and card of the Tower. For some of you, in a long-term relationship, it might be a situation that you don't want to leave that person, that marriage, because you don't want to have a divorce, okay? But there's no happiness in that relationship for quite some time. And I think that if you will try to find those places of happiness, those things and activities which you are both enjoy in the same time with your partner, that will be something which will be actually resolving any issues. For some of you planning having a child, that's actually a good idea, because that kind of child might actually cement your relationships. For some of you, it's just working on this happiness on yourself and to find the kind of parts which they connect in you again in the way that you will finally be happy both together. So I think the good idea and good solution is to go and plan something in a secret way to your partner and surprise him or surprise her. That's something which might actually help to ignite the love again in this relationship, okay? And the question is actually to you: is that person still important for you? And I see from the cards that actually it is, especially if this is long-term relationship. So the advice is fight for it, don't lose it, okay? That's kind of thing I'm seeing this card. If it's about the jobs changing or looking for another job, there is more likely that you will find one, but I would advise you to inform people around you, especially in the job, that you've got plans like that. I would actually inform them on very last stage when you will have this job in your hand or in the contract in your hand. That's what I will say in here. Okay, so what is the final guidance? What is the final guidance for Cancers? Let's have a look. And are there any additional cards for you as well to with additional information here? Yes, they are 2 pages. So those 2 pages cards, what they are signifying to you? They're speaking about celebrities, celebrating something, parties, things like that. And I think it's good to use and speak with your old friend, use that to benefit you. And I think for some reason there's some kind of new connection might be inevitable, and they might actually help you to make the last decision or find the solution for your problems in a very smart, clever kind of way. I see actually that you might even meet somebody on the party and sneak from all the other people in secrecy just with that person for some reason. That's what I'm seeing in here. What is an advice for you, my dear Cancers? 9, 20, 31, 31, 33, 43, 44, 47, 49, 49, 58, 68, 76, and 83. So definitely This month will require from you to think about the partnerships, to think about to make a life balance, because the final card is the card of the strength, and final card is the card of the Libra of justice and balance. And I think that you should actually think and consider things from both perspectives. Make your life more balanced between the hard work and play. That's very important. So that's one information. The second information is 20, 31. So that's 9, 21, 22, 3, 5, 2, 10, 17. And open yourself again for some kind of hopes, for new beginnings, for love, for whatever you wish for to achieve. It's very important for some reason to be entertained in this month, and to don't actually only work. Just make yourself comfortable, give yourself a chance to go outside somewhere, you know, go to a party, go to the pub, go to the club, or whatever it is. That will make your life less miserable. Okay, let's have a look on the, my dear Cancers. Okay, so we've got some additional cards for different Cancers. So first one is the Solar Cancer. Solar Cancers they've got a 7 of Wands, and it's translated by 9 of Wands, altogether given a Tower card. This is a time for you to finally breaking through all of the obstacles, all of the problems, and stand by your side, guarded, and actually fight for what you stand for, okay? For your rights, for things like that. And don't let people actually screw that, okay? Guidance for Cancers who are lunar Cancers. This is meaning that your moon is placed in the Cancer, your natural birth moon is in the Cancer. You've got a 9 of Wands upside down and Queen of Coins. All together, they're given a card of the new beginnings, card of the Fool. And this is a guidance saying to me that this is a time finally to fight for your stability for some reason, for money, for some opportunities. This is a time where you shouldn't give up. You shouldn't actually leave anybody win above you. So that's similar actually guidance to the Solar Cancers, but I think that it was a pattern in your life for many, I would say quite sometimes, that you always gave up before you achieve that, I don't know, level of your career or level of the success. This time, cards saying that it's good to finally go for it. For those of you who were on the other end, were always fighting for money, and money was the most important factor, this time, card saying just drop your guard and just go and have a fun. So that's kind of two different information. It depends on which situation you are. And the last card is for ascendant Cancers, and those Cancers who are who've got a obviously have not the Cancers, but those signs who've got a Cancer ascendant in Cancer. You've got the card of the King of Wands. It's translated by the 7 of Wands and 10 of Wands. This is a time to finally fight for your rights. This is a time to finally make strong boundaries, especially between you and some people from the fire sign, if you're dealing with them. I'm talking about the Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. This is a time when you actually should not let down people or that person to put you more job on you or more circumstances that you can handle. Okay, that's kind of advice I've got in store for you. That's all, my dear Cancers. I'm not going more in depth in that reading. If this resonates with you, please do share, subscribe, hit that like button, comment, leave the comment, and as well, don't forget to press a bell with a notification from your channel. Thank you very much. All the best for you. Have a wonderful October 2024, and see you soon. Now I will invite you for a small break. During that break, I will just only clean energy on the cards, and then we will come back to the reading. This reading will be for another water trine sign, which will be Scorpio. So hold on for a second. I will be back for a moment after a few minutes, I guess. Welcome after a short break. So now we will be making readings and monthly forecast for October 2024 for Scorpios. My dear Scorpios, what is in store for you? Okay, so the cards which I'm seeing in here, the leading card for you, my dear Scorpios, for October 2024 is the card of Underworld with a number of 27. This is kind of cards which actually suggest to me, and it should suggest for you, to use October as a kind of month when you can work on yourself in many kind of way. This is very good month for a kind of past regression session, healing sessions, sessions where you can deal with your kind of subconscious programmings, and your kind of blockages in your subconscious mind, which actually they making you unhappy or blocking certain circumstances, positive things in your life. This might be a very good month to deal with your shadow side as well, and the part of those shadow work, it might be the number 27 is very significant. I mean, it might be you might dealing with some kind of hurt or resentment from the past past life, or your childhood, or whatever it is, where you have been blocked, or you might be appreciated, or you might not understand, you might be hurt by somebody. For many of you, sometimes you became your own worst enemy, my dear Scorpio. Sometimes you either going in the easy way, you chosen the hardest way. What is the factor? What is the blockages in your subconscious mind which always pushing you in that kind of direction to make your life miserable? It's very important to answer for that question, because that's kind of months when you will have to deal with that, okay? So very important for you this month will be burning candles in the with a purple color or indigo color, and clearing out and working on your third eye chakra. I see the cards like mysticism and despondence. Those cards actually saying to me that sometimes it's good to be open for some kind of knowledge which might be a little bit too difficult to understand or comprehend. Mysticism is very, very often connected with spirituality. Maybe you should develop certain subject further away, more deep, and as well try to actually work on your blockages on your subconscious mind, where you will be fascinated and shocked what kind of things you will discover. Many of you, they are unhappy because you are not living fully the life and life path which had been chosen by your soul on this for this lifetime for you, and this actually making you miserable and unhappy. Very often being almost jealous about those people who actually achieve something and became very happy. There is some factor which actually making you unhappy in your life for some reason. Many of you, because I've got another astrological card in here, which is the Venus in Aquarius cards, the Sun in Scorpio, and Jupiter in the Cancer sign. Many of times you're making your life overcomplicated by your negative way of thinking, negative thoughts. You very often stick to accept your negative behavior or the shadow side to the point where actually you realize that you never actually achieve what you want, because this shadow side, it's always sabotaging your way of doing it or your way of achievement for this way or another. Only just because you don't want to deal with your shadow side or with your dark side, I could say, of your behavior, it doesn't mean that this is just disappearing. Okay, it means that it's actually making actually grow much harder and bigger, to the point that is affecting your life in the way that you can't control your life and your behavior and your reaction no more. So I think this month is very, very good for a psychotherapist, sessions, any kind of regression sessions, any kind of healing session. That's very, very important. And first of all, to understand what kind of factor and part of your shadows will need to be acknowledged. Okay, so that's very, very important. Apart from that, your mind sometimes have this negative pattern of thinking, of doing, and sometimes you are in your own way, your worst enemy, like I said. So the three blockages which I see in here, especially very, very important for October, for you, my dear Scorpios, are doing it the hard way rather than easy way. Doing things the hard way instead of trying to find an easy way. Time to work smarter. Find ways that you can pursue success in a way that won't strain or drain your energy. Things that come easier to you will be the things you will find most success in. So maybe sometimes doing harder is not the way to achieve what you want, really. The next blockages is the past failures. Dwelling on past failures beyond the essential learning is a waste of time. Learn from the failure. Use your failures to succeed and make a decision to let it go and stay focused on the present and future. Learn from the past and you'll do better this time around, okay? So make this plan A, B, and C according to the lesson which past actually brought to you, okay? The third blockages I see in here in October is a self-exaltation. Elevating self-importance is manifesting in prideful attitude towards others, like feeling that you are more superficial than the other people. Or it might be the other end of this card, feeling actually less worthy than the other people, so you have to all constantly prove to somebody that you are better. That's very toxic. Practice humility. Humility reminds you that success doesn't all come from what you have, but what you offer to others. Recognize your strengths and weaknesses, and be willing to learn from others to achieve more. Okay? That's the guidance for you. Apart from that, you've got another two additional cards from Archangel Michael. And the first one saying that what you are actually trying to achieve, or one of your goals which you are waiting of, or situations which you are asking for, there is an answer in here. The right door and the right time will be open for you, okay? But all is in perfect timing. It means that this is it. It's time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. So sometimes you need to do and achieve some kind of things exactly in a time when you're supposed to act. And maybe for some of you as well, especially in October, there will be a time that you're finally supposed to make this movement, okay? The second card is the trust in divine purpose. What does it mean? This experience has divine meaning for you. Healing will come. Know that you are on the path of growth, okay? So that's all for you. Let's have a look what is in store for you in a Celtic cross, okay? So what do we have? And some additional cards. Let's have a look. And ascendants. Right. These Scorpios. The base of the situation is described by the hanging man of the tarot and is translated by the sun, card of the sun. Altogether, those cards given a card of the hermit. So this is a time to change your perspective in regards of you approaching the other people, how you lead the other people, how you want to achieve your success. A lot of your success or some kind of problems is just because the wrong approach towards people, okay? Another thing, what I'm hearing in here. In the center of this spread, you've got the 4 chalices. It might be that you are a person who is kind of disappointed. Especially in some kind of matters when you were actually putting a lot of efforts to achieve something. For many of you will be a kind of material, financial, career matter. But unfortunately, the results haven't been good enough for you, or you might be not appreciated by somebody. You might be actually dealing with somebody who on some senior position, and majority of the time that would be a lady who not exactly giving you what you actually desire or what you want. What is the base of this situation? It's the Nine of the Swords. Let's have a look. What is the Nine of the Swords saying? Many of the situation and difficulties with the people, or especially with this lady or person from the air trine, like Aquarius, Geminis, or Libras, are just because of the arguments, because of the different way of thinking, sometimes being in regards of being intolerant or things like that. So there is some shadows which waiting in here to be released. Let's have a look further. What is going to the pass? Eight of Swords, and it's translated by the Three of Wands. All together, it's given a card of the power. So I think that there were some situations where you feel very, very stuck and blocked in the past. And in that situation, I see that you try to release yourself from those blockages. And you kind of chose the different path or things like that to achieve that. Okay? To do that, you will actually gain your power back and be sure about what you want, how you want, and where you want to go. Unfortunately, I see that this new path probably didn't lead you to the right answer or right results. So this might be a new job, this might be a new relationship, or any circumstances which you are with it. So now it's kind of questionable, and there is a situation where you need to ask yourself what actually causing that troubles and problems, and what will be good for you, and what kind of things you will be focused on in this month is the King of Wands, and it's translated by the Ten of Cups. I think you should take an example from a person who is a natural leader. It might be your boss, or it might be a person from the having in the chart some fire signs like Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, or some Pisces in the chart, because that's the person who is a kind of very good leader. That person treat everybody equally. That person actually is very, very responsible by his or her actions. That person gain the power but don't have to use it. This person using the power only to protect the other people. They need to kind of find out, are you a leader like that? Where are you supposed to learn from that? Okay? What is the obstacles or things which might help? The things which might help is to fight for some position, job, or some circumstances which might be not only beneficial to you, but especially for your children, your family, your husband, your I mean generation of your family. Maybe you should actually become a leader for some people from your surroundings, or you should be a person who should actually fight for something just for the other people as well. That's very, very important in here, what I'm seeing in here. For some reason, I see you as a person who fighting for better condition of your job, better money, better, happiness in environment. There is a factor of that. This month, actually, it's giving you this opportunity to achieve that. Because what this month's bringing to you, it's a 10 of Cups. And it's translated by the card of the Wheel of Fortune. And it means that you're going changes, and you might make changes in your family, in your surroundings. You might lead people to the better situation and circumstances in their life. You might actually guide people in a correct way. At the same time, you will be earning money. However, there is a factor here that your energy might be very, very forceful. Okay? You are described in this month by the King of the Swords upside down, which is not very nice energy. It's very cruel, it's very cold, it's very mind concentrated, and nothing to do with the heart. While the translation is the Strength card. Strength card, it's saying that the right way of doing it is just turn around this card and being more. Yes, you are logic, you are forceful, but as well, at the same time, you should actually think about a little bit like taking approach of giving a little bit free will to people around you, and to yourself as well, to make yourself more healthy, more happy. That's what I'm seeing. In a relationship which they are long term, I see that the person who are dealing with, it's somebody from the fire trine, which will be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. That person have a very strong boundaries, don't want to be not listened. But this person as well may be a very, very forceful at some point. This is only because, especially in the child meta or family meta, don't see your approach as a husband, as a person who is given a good approach towards your children, for example. And that person will have some discussion with you about the changes in regards to that. Okay? So I will actually advise you to change your approach in regards of how you actually correspond with the other members of the family. Are you a true leader who actually forcing people, or actually convincing people and doing this in a very logical, good way? Okay. Rather than hurting people, things like that. What you are worried about in this month? You are worried that some of your secrets are, well, this month is a very good month to finally make this action where your higher conscious leading you to do it. There is something which actually had been constantly channeled to you or downloaded to you from your higher self, but you never actually make an action towards it because you were scared to do that. And this is actually the way how you will resolve those things. So you know exactly what to do, but for some reason you don't want to do it. Unfortunately, this card ending up in a five of Wands upside down, and it's translated by the 10 of Wands. It means that be clever and don't. If we have a situation when things going very, very good, but maybe they are a little bit too boring, don't be a person who will be involved in someone else's dramas. Don't be involved in some people toxicity. I would strongly advise you for this month, don't participate with all of those type of things. Don't put this on yourself. This is not something which you actually need in this month. But there is an option that because of your mood, because of your sharp way of communication or things like that, and boredness, you might actually causing the trouble. Okay, and I think that's why we talk a lot on this month about your shadow, because it's kind of, I'm seeing when things are going in good way, there is some factor in you to push you in the situation to mess that up or to screw this. It's kind of self-sabotaging behavior. And this is something which you really want to look very deep into yourself, leave it behind, resolve it finally, and understand that this is not the way how you're supposed to do it. Okay? Oh, I hope this is kind of, I'm not to say very hard. This is definitely cards showing and actually confirming the previous reading about the shadow side and working on that shadow side. If you've got a bad mood, don't at least ruin the mood of the other members of family, the other people around you. Okay? And don't stick to someone else's agendas or people who want to actually provoke a difficult situation in the society, environment, family, or whatever it is. Be very careful who you listen to and who you want to provoke as well in this month. That's what I will do, what I will say in this month. For some of you who are looking for a job, because I'm not talking about those who are currently in your job, I see and hear there is a very good atmosphere in the job, but there might be a factor that you won't be happy about that for some reason. I would advise you to not create a drama or go into the drama for that reasons, okay? Let's have a look if we've got some additional information for you this month. And actually we do. We've got two cards with the number 10. Okay, so, and we've got a couple as well cards. I see, especially in this card, I'm seeing situation of marriage, because I see them, that's couple, a Queen of Wands and a King of Wands. And I think if you are in a long-term relationship or in marriage, I would say this is not a month to release your dark side into your partner. Okay, this is a month to work on this dark side in yourself, and that is an advice what I will say. Apart from that, this will be months when very important will be a kind of factor of buying, selling, distribution, and kind of cycle of the goods and money and wealth in your family. That kind of things I'm seeing here as well. Okay. So let's have a look what is the final guidance. So that's 4, 14, 14, 23, 31, 35, 45, 49, 59, 69, 72, 82, 83, 93, 98. Given the card of the 7. The card of the star, it's saying to me that the best approach in this month will be just working on your mood, on your emotions, making some kind of healing sessions, meditations, and changing approach toward the other people in a more less offensive way. That's a guidance, and make yourself balance, especially to see balance between the work and play. Okay. Another thing, 4 of chalices, 10 of coins, that's 14, 23, 1, 9, 23, 1, 15, 25, 3, 16, 27, that's 5, and 5 is 10. And another guidance is the Wheel of Fortune card. Wheel of Fortune card, this is a time to go out from the negative cycle. This is a time to finally deal about how the way you interact with the people, communicate with the people, the way how you still self-sabotaging yourself, your life. This is a final month, good month to work on that. Okay. Additional information for solar Scorpios, lunar Scorpios. and ascendant Scorpio. So for solar Scorpios, we've got the Queen of the Coins upside down, translated by the Knight of Swords. You might actually have a difficult relation with your mother, with your ex-wife. It might be a lot of regrets. It might be a lot of sorrow, a lot of anxiety because of those relationships. This is something in regards of as well as like that situation, not resolved situation, actually stealing your happiness as well. So it's a lot of kind of I could say mental job and work in your shadow in relation of your mother and relationship with a mother from your childhood as well. There is some things which need to be resolved, and that's what I will say and suggest to work on. For lunar Scorpios, we've got the Moon card upside down, and it's translated by the Eight of Coins. Altogether, they're given a card of the Emperor. For the lunar Scorpios, I would say this is the time, and October is the time to finally fight your shadow, to finally make kind of new resolutions, make some kind of confession to yourself, stick to the truth finally, and don't be swayed by manipulation or and either I wouldn't guide you with this card to manipulate somebody else or let someone manipulate you. So that's very, very important. But to don't be triggered and to don't trigger your shadow side, you will need to kind of work on yourself. So that's a lot of work with the shadow side. It's with the lunar Scorpio as well. And ascendant Scorpios, which they are those zodiac signs who've got a natal chart birth ascendant in a Scorpio. You've got a card of the Strength upside down, and it's translated by the Five of Swords. And it's the same story, but in a different way. In here, I see more dealing with the physical matter, like nerves, stress, and not being able in a difficult situation where you have to deal with your potentially enemies or people who are attacking you in a way that you're losing the comfort and balance, especially in regard towards enemies or people who you don't like, or those people who dislike you. But I think that many of the time you were afraid to stand ground on your position or defend yourself. Okay, this might be two factors of this card. Some of you, they might have problems with the violence, okay, because you can't cope with arguments using the physical methods. For some of you, you have been a victim of the violence and you never actually stand up for yourself. So you need to kind of, you might be a victim from your childhood, being the attacker or oppressor in the adulthood, okay? So just check that type of behaviors, my dear Scorpios, because they are very, very, they are a shadow part of you which needs to be resolved finally. So that's all what I've got for you, my dear Scorpios. All the best for you for this month. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave in a comment if that resonates with you. And all the best for you, and see you to the next time. So what I'm actually as well asking you to do that, if that reading resonates with you, don't forget to actually press the notification bell. That will actually trigger notification from my channel about the new videos on my channel for you. So I think that might be quite helpful. Okay, so now I'm inviting you for a short break. After that break, we will making a monthly forecast for October 2024 for last water trine, which will be a Pisces. So those speak Welcome after the short break. Now will be the reading and monthly forecast for October 2024 for Pisces. So welcome, my dear Pisces. Let's have a look what's in store for you. Right. Let me start. What do we've got in here? The first card, which is the leading card for October 2024 for you, is a card of celebration. So this might be some kind of very important month for you in regards of the reaching a point of success, because that's the card with a number of 40. For many of you, you will reaching the success in regards of the financial matter, career matter. I think you might actually work for this recognition to be recognized for quite some time, my dear Pisces. And I see that many of you might actually have very low esteem or start having a low esteem in regards of the achievement, in regards of the passion, job, I don't know, project or whatever it is was important for you, which you haven't been actually discover straight away. It might be that you will have to open and knock the many doors, where some of them they will be shut in front of you because the people wouldn't recognize your gift, wouldn't recognize your abilities or certain talents. There were a lot of rejection going to involve, only to finally met that point where you finally being recognized and seen by someone else. And that is the matter of the to be celebrated, definitely. Very important for you to light up the candles in a white color, gray color, and in a yellow color, and kind of work on the crown chakra and the solar plexus chakra. That's very, very important. If it's about the solution for your money and abundance, you will find that money in the places where people don't look at, or thinking that it's waste of time, a waste of hassle, waste of putting an effort to it. I think you will find a way in your niche when miracles happen and you start actually gaining your prosperity and abundance for what you actually did. In the astrological card, I've got the Jupiter in Scorpio, Saturn in Aquarius, Moon in Taurus, and Mars in Sagittarius. And I see that astrological influences on this month are manipulations, eccentricity, exaltation, and domination. They are factors of being manipulative or being manipulated by someone else, especially by the people who are trying to dominate someone else or force certain things because they're thinking they are more important than the others. Use your eccentricity, I mean your uniqueness, ability, or your kind of things which making you unique, because that's the factor for your success. Okay. Many of your abilities actually will make you being recognized. I think that some of you they might be actually blocked for some quite time, just only because some people who thinking that they have a power over you. And actually they don't have a gift like yours, but they are very strong and manipulative, and from the stronger position they can actually put you down. So don't let that happen, okay? The right door will open and miracle will happen to you. No matter what you do, you are doing the great job. Okay, my dear Pisces. I think it's a matter of the kind of passion or professions. What are blockages in this month for you? First blockages is the entitlement. Feeling betrayed because you didn't get what was somehow rightfully yours. I was talking about that, about those people who take in what belongs to you, but actually they didn't they don't have this recognition, they don't have this gift or talent as you have. Let go of entitlement. Don't become so consumed by what should be yours that you lose sight of what could be yours. Realize that you can't always get what you want, but if you try, you might get what you need. Okay? The second thing is definitely I'm seeing that some people, you might be you might be under some kind of magical black magic attack, my dear Pisces. And I'm saying that's very seriously because normally in blockages I don't see this card very often, but it means that your success probably had been blocked by somebody who use certain rituals or black magic to block your gifts or your success or whatever it is. Negative energies are hindering your growth and success. Cleanse yourself. So this is a time to clean your energy, your chakras, your auras, your energetic body. That's very important in this month. Defend yourself against spiritual attacks and remove harmful curses or any other form of black magic, while also cleansing and protecting yourself from further attacks. I think that those attacks are coming from those people who are jealous about you, who are maybe in a stronger position, being seen and visible, but who are liars and manipulators. So cleanse your energy, clean your aura, and that energy won't reach you and actually will be sent back to the sender. That might affect your clean way of thinking sometimes, so that's very important to do that, because I see that another blockage in this month might be a mental health. I see that those people who sending this negative energy towards you, they are a person who are a little bit mental as well, and I don't think in a good way. I think they are a little, they will have to be some kind of possessed to doing those kind of awful things to somebody. But look on those mental health problems, look on what you're watching, what is triggering you, and is it important to actually put that information or any kind of even in media or social media, to put that in your subconscious mind, because it's not worth it to do that. An ongoing level of sadness is making it difficult to get ahead. Care for your mind. Mental health is a journey that is different for everyone, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach. Be kind to yourself, keep your goals in sight, and seek help if you need it. So if you need help with cleansing, cleaning your aura or energy, go to the right person to do that, okay? Who specializes with that. The last blockages is kind of way of thinking of all or nothing. Stops you from growing, adapting, and enjoying anything that isn't perfect. Honor your progress. If you move past seeing in black and white, the world opens up to an array of colorful possibilities. The key is to remind yourself there are more than two outcomes for just about any situation. So don't be discouraged by what we've got in here. And the final guidance from the angelic realm is very, very positive and optimistic. First one is the information that change is coming, that your business will thrive, that your plans will actually go into the good direction. I am here to guide you through this exciting transformation. This is a time of joyous opportunities. So don't be sad, don't be discouraged, clean your energy and move on. It's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. But you need to kind of know how to clean energy, how to be more defendful, and how to protect yourself from the spiritual attacks as well. If you lost something, you will be actually granted and gifted with much more in different place. You're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. And another card sign is that from angelic archangel realm, especially from Archangel Michael, saying you are protected. You are safe within your bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. So Archangel Michael protects you, my dear Pisces. It's just a matter to clean your area, clean energy from those attacks. And another information, this is in regards of your private life, stating that you shouldn't give up on love or on love of people or helping the people. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Okay, so that's the final messages for a Pisces. And now we will go to the Tarot Celtic cross spread, and let's have a look at what is in store for you in this month, in October 2024. For Pisces, okay. So let's have a look. And on the back of the spread is the Eight of Wands. Additional information for Solar Pisces, Lunar Pisces, and for some reason Venus Pisces as well. Mars Pisces, and Ascendant. So you've got additional 2 cards, my dear Pisces. So let's have a look on the information on the back of the spread, which is the Eight of Wands. Definitely. So Eight of Wands, and it's translated by the Devil card. It means that definitely you are under attack of negative forces. Remember that where is a light, where is a positive souls and positive things, the darkness wants to actually stop that. So very often those people who are afraid of your light, who are afraid of your potentials, they will be sending a negative energy towards you. Or even the dark forces will spot your light very quickly and will try to actually minimize that as much as they can. Okay, so I see in a situation like that, this might be a toxic people. There might be people who are jealous, people who are jealous about your gift, about who you are, and things like that. Okay. In the center of the spread, I've got a Ace of Chalices, and it's translated by the Death. So there is something which you were wished for, or you were attracted to, but unfortunately, for some reason, you didn't get that. Okay, so I'm speaking to Pisces where you were counting on something, either on the new love or new perspective or recognition or whatever. You haven't received the recognition which you're supposed to receive. And I see that this might be a situation where you are kind of, it was hurtful. I must say. It was hurtful. It was leading to disappointment. But at the base of this situation is the card of the Death, upside down. Okay, so what is this card saying to us? This might be caused by the person who is fire sign, which is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This might be a kind of person who is dealing with dark magic. This person might be as well a very manipulative, yes. I think that person might be a person who actually attack you, especially because to the purpose of the situation and the purpose of that person attacking you at some point or doing what they did is just to push you out from your path, push you out from who you're supposed to be or what you're supposed to do because of jealousness. And this person really counting on that, but you will be so afraid of that that you will leave that behind. Okay, what is precious to you, this person wants to do and force you to drop it, to leave it. Okay, for her own or his own benefits. I see that this is more lady rather than man. Okay, let's have a look what is going to the past. To the past going 8 of Swords, translated by the 5 of Swords, altogether given a card of death. I see that this is kind of situation like dealing with enemy, somebody who really dislike you, somebody who wishing you even a death of your business, end of your business, or want to actually stop you with what are you doing. Okay, and I think that you have some kind of confrontation with that person, and you try to actually stop this energy, vampires or those energy which have been sent to you, which keep you stuck, to release yourself and move forward. Some of you don't know how to help yourself, and for that reason I would say go to the recommended people who actually are specialized with the cleaning energy and healing energies. Definitely there will be something worth it to consider in this month for you, my dear Pisces. So I see that the matter of your focus this month will be a new beginnings in regards of the new job opportunities, the new way of finding new clients, the new way of being secured your happiness, your inner child. But you know what? What will be actually difficult for you in this month, the most difficult, is just to dealing with a disappointment and resentment and anxiety problems. The answer for that is just to fight back. Don't drop it, because that's what they actually want to see from you, that you will drop because of the scarcity and being afraid of something important what you're doing. Okay, I wouldn't let that happen. Okay, just find those negative emotion and try to clean your aura, space, energy, sage your house or whatever it is. Or if this doesn't help, just go to somebody who can help you, because this month actually is a very good month for you. Those people trying to stop you because they know where you can be reaching. Okay, this month's giving you a 6 of Wands and 4 of Wands, so giving you a stability, success, the stable place, stable business, and success in any matter. So I wouldn't let those people stop you in what you're doing, what makes you happy. Unfortunately, your energy for this month is described by 9 of the Wands upside down. So it means that a lot of Pisces might have a difficulties to defend yourself, or to be too polite to have a strong boundaries. I would advise you to turn around this energy and stand strong on your side to defend yourself and go for what you deserve. Okay? But yes, you will have strong opponents, because I see the surrounding environment is described by the Knight of the Swords. And this person might influence a lot of people around you, which is very hurtful, but only through the manipulation, through the agenda, through the gossiping, through the untruth information. I wouldn't let that stop you from what you are doing. Okay, The same thing, if you had been recently in a relationship which had been very, very toxic with a person who now you've got a bad blood, and actually this person doesn't want to leave you or sending you negative energy, the best solution is just to clean aura, doing what is the best you can do, and not being involved in that, and resend that energy back to the sender. What you are afraid of, you are afraid of the you don't know what to do to make happen that to push that person to leave you alone. Okay, so if you don't know what to do, I would advise to go to the and get some help. I think there is a lot of chance that you can make it through and that you can actually fight that back. Okay. Don't be afraid. Just clean aura, clean your space, go to the person who can help you energetically, and those energy will leave you and go back to the center. And yes, there are some, because at the end of this month, I see the card of the 5 chalices. That's how you ending up this month. Because there might be some loss in the financial matter. It might be some loss in regards of the some kind of how to say it, because if you've got a business and this person is influential and might turn some people from you, it might be that it disappoints you, because that will be people who you were care of, but the second of time, just think in this way: if that person could convince somebody that you are this or that, it means that those people are not worth it to be your friends, because rather to believe you, they believe that person. It means that probably subconsciously they want to hear that, okay, about you, those untruth informations. You might end up with a little bit lack of self-esteem this month, but I would say clean your space, clean your energy, build up yourself again, and go for your success. Nothing will stop you, apart from those people putting you in that state and mode and mood, okay? So rather than having this 5 chalices upside down, up front, I would change that to the opposite energy, like you would release that and not spending any even second for those bullshitting, okay? That is the guidance for you, my dear Pisces. I know you are very sensitive, you are very emotional, like all the Pisces do, and very honest and truthful. I mean, majority of the Pisces, but unfortunately, life is how it is. So the good advice: clean your space, energy, and move on. Is there any additional things in here for you? Yes, we've got 2 number 5, 2 number 9. So let's have a look what they are given to you as additional information. So the 5ths giving you that it's very important in this month to be organized, have been being systematic, and don't let yourself, like I said, trigger you or move you from the place where you want to be. That's the first information. The second information is the number 9, and they give an information about the messages, correspondence, comments, and things like that. Don't let those people, those opinions, or those manipulation to trigger you, okay? Do what you have to do, clean energy, and move on, okay? That's the final guidance. I would say now we will count what else I can guide you. 10, 23, 31, 35, 41, 50, 62, 67, 72, and that will be a 9 card. Hermit. Hermit card saying that Now is the time to make a clever decision, clever movement. Learn from your past experiences, take that lessons, and never make that again, okay? As well, sometimes being involved in dramas of somebody or let people trigger you is not the best way of doing it, because that's what they are kind of for, okay? So clean energy, clean space, take your lessons, and move on to your next success. 1, 10, 3, that's 1, 9, 13, 6, 19, 28, so that's 6, 18, 23, 1, and 6. And the final guidance is the Lover's card. This is a time to make your own way, your own direction, even without those people who hurt you and who actually they proven that they haven't been worth of being with you or having connection with you. Don't let some people, some agendas of those people trigger you, and send them love, clean your space, energy, and let the karma universe give them back all of the shit which they send it to you. Okay, that's the best idea to do it. That's what I will do. And final additional information for different astrological Pisces guidance and okay. So the final guidance for solar Pisces, we've got a Judgment upside down and we've got a Queen of Swords. All together, we've given a card of the strength. So for solar Pisces, there is a situation of judgment, negative judgment of somebody, or somebody tried to control you, somebody tried to influence you, somebody tried to get over you. The best solution in here is stay grounded, stick to your options, your own opinion, and stand for yourself, okay? In your strengths. So that's what I will guide you to do it. For the Pisces who are lunar Pisces, have natal moon placed in Pisces, you've got a 7 of coin upside down and the Hangman. Altogether given card of the Sun. This is not the time for procrastination. If I'm speaking to lunar Pisces, this is the time to finally actually release that procrastination and start moving on and fight for yourself. That's kind of energy I'm seeing in here, especially in this month. For Venus Pisces, I mean those zodiacs who've got a Venus, natal Venus, placed in Pisces, you've got a Temperance card and the Empress. So altogether, they're given a Star card. For you, it's a very positive time in regard of the protection from above. Positive time about all of your endeavors, successes, or any kind of creative projects. So basically, October should be very good for you. The only thing, don't forget about the balance between the work and play. In regards of the Mars Pisces, which they've got a Mars in Pisces, who've got a Mars in Pisces, you've got a Hermit card and Knight of Swords. Altogether, they're given a card of the World. For you this month is another lessons of dealing with the people, intolerance, behaviors, negative behaviors in the social media or in any media. This is a month when you actually should listen yourself, your own opinion, trust your own intuition, your inner guidance. It's all information which they have been, you know, in media or all around you, they won't be truthful. And I actually see you like being a person who gained that cleverness and gained that, knowledge, and actually going away from those mischievous informations, okay, and actions towards you. And the last Pisces, that's Pisces, ascendant Pisces, which they are all of those zodiac signs who've got ascendant in the Pisces. You've got a 5 of the Pentacles, and it's translated by the 5 of Wands. This is a time to fight for survival, unfortunately for you. Because I see situation that you are in need. You might struggle with a financial situation. You might struggle to get a new job. The answer is in here: don't give up, fight for your rights. Seek the correct help. Don't... I think this is a time when you have to stand on your side and, do what you have to do to survive. That's what I'm seeing in here, okay? So that's all for you, my dear Pisces. All the best for you. All the best for your circumstances. I hope that anything what is negative you will overcome with this guidance, and I wish you all the best of luck, and see you soon, shortly. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that like button, leave in the comments, and as well trigger the notification bell, which actually will be helpful to receive information and some notification from my channel when some new videos will be available for you, new content recorded. That's all for you. The next video will be a monthly forecast 2024 for all of them. Air Trine, which will be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So all the best, and until the next time. Bye.